Namaste. In this class, we are going to learn alignment and adjustment of Adho Asana, which means downward facing dog. Downward facing dog is a pose about lengthening the whole back body, but many times practitioners don't do it properly. In this class, we are going to learn how to do downward facing dog to lengthen the whole back body effectively. Start from tabletop position. Place your wrist under of your shoulder joint. Spread your all fingers properly onto the mat. Thumb facing towards each other, middle finger facing to the edge of the mat. Try to keep your spine relaxed here. Don't arch or don't take a hunch on your spine. Now you have to open your knees hip distance width apart and also open your feet hip distance width apart. Start with doing dorsiflexion with your feet, tuck your toes in. Before going into full downward facing dog, we have to do half downward facing dog to lengthen the spine, to lengthen the back body. Now try to lift your knees slightly up from the mat, don't lift too much high, and try to touch your belly onto your thigh. Try to touch. Now don't lift your knee up, just stay there and keep pushing your hip back, not up, just back. Keep pushing the hips back. This is going to lengthen the body here and it is going to prepare the body for full downward facing dog. Now slowly try to touch your heel down onto the mat. Now you will notice some practitioners struggle to touch their heel onto the mat. For them, you can also modify this pose by bending their knee or using the props like block or blanket. So you can just simply place the block under the heel. But you have to keep one thing in mind. This type of adjustment you have to use as a progression. Don't use this type of adjustment every time in the class for same student. So after some practice, you can remove the block from their heel. As he can touch, so I am not using the block. Try to press the heel. Try to keep your both feet parallel to each other and try to lift your kneecap up by contracting your quadriceps. And imagine that you are pushing your femur bone back with your quadriceps and you have to push back. Now let's come to the pelvis. Here you have to do slide anterior tilt. In this position, it is little difficult to do anterior tilt, but you have to do same like you do in cow pose. Anterior tilt, yes. Now let's come to the scapula. With scapula, you have to do two important movements. One is elevation and second in protraction. And how you can do elevation? You can use two adjustment here. First, you can ask them to push the mat with the hands to do elevation. And you can also ask them to bring the ears closer to the shoulder. Now for protraction, again same what you can do. You can first do verbal adjustment. You can tell them, imagine that you are dragging the hands in opposite direction to do the protraction, to move the scapula away from each other. But sometimes it is difficult to do the protraction for beginner student. So there you can use your hands. So you can catch their shoulder with your hands or deltoid muscles and gently rotate their arm externally. It is going to help them to move their scapula away from each other. Now, one more adjustment which you can do here with your full body to effectively stretch the whole back body or lengthen the whole back body. You have to place your heel in between the thumb and index finger and you have to gently place your foot on the hand and you can place your one hand on the bed. Then place your other foot on the other hand. Then slowly grab the waist or grab the lower back. Then ask them to inhale and while exhaling, push them back. Hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Then same way. First take your feet off from their hand and then come back. One more adjustment you can do here with the help of yoga strap to lengthen the back body, to lengthen the spine. You can take a strap and you have to place the strap on the lower back or sacrum region. And then you have to take the strap from inside of your leg. Then you have to pull the strap towards your side. Inhale. Now exhale. Hold here. 3, 2, 1. Strap is helping in two things. One, for lengthening the spine. Second, for doing the internal rotation with the leg, because when you do internal rotation with the leg, your hips get open. Now same way you have to come in half downward facing dog, then go in child pose. This is the right way to do downward facing dog. See you in the next class.